Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be trying out some Shein dupes. You've probably heard of Shein. A lot of people shop there. It's a Chinese-based brand and they're known for having really cheap clothes. And a lot of their clothes are knockoffs of like really well-known, famous, and more expensive brands. So I decided to try to navigate the Shein website and buy some dupes for products that I'm interested in and see if they're actually, worth the hassle of buying from Shein as opposed to the real thing. So first of all, the Shein website is a lot. There's just a lot going on. There's like colors and pictures everywhere. There's literally thousands and thousands of products to go through. And it's a little overwhelming to say the least. Like I probably spent like an hour and a half just scrolling through some of their stuff just to see like what I was looking at and kind of get a sense of what they had. So I ended up settling on these 6 products that were dupes for products that I've personally seen before and that I know for a fact are a lot more expensive than these. So first up, we have a little For Love & Lemons dupe. I love For Love & Lemons. They have such cute clothes. It's a very girly brand and it's also really expensive, unfortunately. I've actually gotten a lot of my For Love & Lemons stuff on Depop and Poshmark and stuff like that just to, lower the price point a bit. But even there, it's still pretty expensive. So I was happy to see that Shein had some options for Love & Lemons dupes. I don't actually think For Love & Lemons sells this anymore, but this is the dupe for this one cardigan they have. This is actually a different color than the one they sell, but it's clearly like a knockoff of that, just in a different color. So this is $20 on Shein. The actual For Love & Lemons top sells for $128, so pretty big price difference. And there's actually a ton of reviews for this top as well on Shein, almost 5 stars. Everyone says it's really soft, that it fits well, it's good quality. So this one seems like it could be pretty promising. So I'm gonna get that. The second dupe I found are these i.am.gia lookalike pants. So these ones on Shein are $22 and they have 7 reviews, all close to 5 stars, but still not a ton of reviews. The reviews are saying it's like stretchy material, it's comfortable, so that's pretty promising, I guess. Also, the actual i.am.gia pants go for $95 and they're also currently sold out, so you can't even buy them anymore. The only difference I'm noticing right now is the i.am.gia ones are more of like a cream and purple, and then the Shein ones are definitely like straight white and purple. But look-wise, they look pretty good. So I'm gonna get these in extra small. I knew I wanted to find a Brandy dupe on Shein because they have so much like exact copies of Brandy things. So I found this skirt. I've actually tried on the Brandy version of this skirt in the Brandy store. I don't have it, but I've tried it on. I know what it's supposed to feel like. And this one on Shein is only $7. And it also has like over 10,000 reviews at like 5 stars. Also $7 is just so freaking cheap. Like even if it isn't a great skirt, if I can just wear it once, it'd be worth it, And the Brandy one went for about $40. So not awful, but still pretty expensive. And as opposed to $7, it's a big difference. So I'm gonna order this one in a extra small. I've heard that Shein has some pretty good bikinis, so I knew I wanted to find a Frankie's dupe because I don't know if you guys have heard of Frankie's. It's this really cute bikini brand. I guess it's more of like an Instagram brand, but it's really popular and really expensive. Like a top is like 90 bucks. Bottoms about the same, so like you're spending upwards of $150, $170, $80 for a bikini set. So I've had my eye on the Frankie's tie-dye string bikini for a really long time. It's like $180. Like I don't love it that much. I'm not gonna spend that money. But I found a almost exact replica on Shein. So this one is $10. It comes in a bunch of different colors, but the blue tie-dye is just like the Frankie's one. And there's also over 6,000 very high reviews. The only thing I noticed from reading the reviews is that you should probably size up because it's a little bit tiny. So I'm gonna get a medium in this. And for the top and bottom for only $10, like that is so freaking cheap. Obviously it could go very wrong, but like it looks really similar to the Frankie's one. And if I go on the Frankie's website, I think it's actually sold out right now, but the top used to go for $85 and the bottoms I believe are also sold out, but those were also $85. I really hope this one is good because if it does, that's such a good deal. Another dupe I found is for this realization par dress on Shein. It's called the all over floral print cami dress. It's $17. It has 39 reviews, close to 5 stars. I'm not seeing any picture reviews, which I don't love, but I mean, people are saying it looks good and that it has a nice fit. Realization Par has such adorable dresses. I've never actually bought one before because they're so expensive. Like literally it's $180, which is a lot for like a small sundress. It looks really similar. The only difference is I feel like the fabric's gonna be different because the Realization Par one is definitely more of like a silky fabric, and the Shein one, I can't tell, but it's not shiny, so I'm assuming it's not like that fake silk kind of thing. Fingers crossed for this one. I'm getting it in a small. And finally, we got a Princess Polly dupe. Obviously, Princess Polly isn't outrageously expensive, but this skirt I found on Shein is $10, and the Princess Polly dupe is $40, so either way, still a pretty steep price difference. And this also has 2,200 reviews. Once again, close to 5 stars, so looking pretty promising. Kind of like the Realization Par dress though, I'm noticing that on Princess Polly, it definitely seems to be more of like a silky, shiny material, and then on Shein, it's more of like a polyester kind of thing. I mean, it makes sense, it's $10. So I'm gonna purchase this in a extra small, so that's pretty true to size. And also this has a lot of picture reviews and it looks pretty good too, so high hopes for this one. Okay, so with all of those items in my cart, my total is only $86, which is less than the price of most of these original items individually. Also, shipping is free, which I was not expecting, so there's another plus there. The only thing is I think it is gonna take like 2 weeks, but honestly, kind of worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my order and I will check back in when everything comes. It's here. Time for a little bit of a unpackaging. So the first thing that I'm pulling out is, ooh, okay, this is the Realization Par dupe dress. Kind of looks like decent actually. The material feels nice, but it is the kind of cotton mix that wrinkles a lot, which is kind of annoying, but also it was so cheap. I don't want to complain too much because like it looks pretty good. But here's what it looks like on. Clearly it is too long, but I'm 5'1", and I feel like if I were to buy the actual dress from Realization Par, it would still be about this length, so I'm not going to judge on that. However, it is like not quite as form-fitting as I would have wanted. Like maybe if it was more like this, I think it would have looked better. And also I think the fabric really makes this go downhill. It's just so wrinkly and creases very easily, so that's not great. But I do think it's definitely savable with tailoring. Like if I got it taken in like that and then probably like taken up a bit too. I don't know, kind of like this maybe. It would probably cost me more to get this tailored than I paid for the dress, but considering it's a dupe for like a $200 dress, it's kind of worth it, I think. Like maybe I'd spend 20 bucks to get tailored. So my overall rating for this, as a dupe, considering the price, I'm gonna say like 7 out of 10 because I think the fabric really throws it off, but I think like the pattern and the fit is pretty comparable to the actual thing. But overall quality is more like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I mean, it was a cheap dress, but still, so 5 out of 10 for that. Despite all that, I am still gonna keep it though because I do think it is definitely savable, and once I get it tailored, it should be pretty cute. Next up, we got the For Love & Lemon sweater dupe. Oh my god, this is actually so soft. Looks pretty good. Color's nice, soft. It doesn't feel itchy either. It is kind of thin though, but like I feel like for a sweater like this where you're clearly not wearing it for warmth, like that's okay. So I can't decide if I like this or not. Like I don't know if it's just like the stylish sweater in general or if I don't like this version of it, but I don't know, I'm just like not really a fan. However, in terms of a dupe, I feel like it is pretty similar, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for that. And then quality is actually really good. Like it definitely is like a really soft sweater. It's not itchy at all, and then it's not too thick, it's not too thin, so I think like a 9.5 out of 10 for that. However, I don't think I'm gonna keep this one just because I don't love how it looks, but it is a pretty good dupe for Love & Lemon's one if you guys happen to want to buy it. Ooh, okay, I'm excited for these. These are the i.am.gia pants. Oh, they feel interesting. Okay, so the material, it feels kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of has like a legging material, like it's very stretchy. Clearly there's spandex polyester going on here. Yeah, so these aren't good. They're so poorly fitted. Like i.am.gia has very form-fitting clothes. Like everything is very well structured. It just like fits people really well, and like these are just so big and I don't know, just like shapeless. It also just feels like I'm wearing like a costume, kind of like if I were to buy like an Elvis or a disco costume. Like these pants would probably come with it and I'd wear them once and be done. As for a dupe, like the colors are kind of off from the i.am.gia one, and of course they don't fit like the i.am.gia one, so I'm gonna go for like a 4 out of 10. Quality, like a 5 out of 10. These just really are not it. I will not be keeping these. Here is the Princess Polly dupe. It actually feels pretty nice. I think it might be the same material as the dress, but pretty good. It looks pretty well made. Like I think it'll fit me pretty well too. Okay, this was actually so good. Like it's a little bit long, but I think I would get it hemmed, and I think the Princess Polly one would probably be long on me too, so I don't even want to judge that. Maybe like I think if I roll it like this, it's optimal length, but otherwise it fits so well. Like the waist is actually like form-fitting and it flares out a bit so I don't look like a complete board. The material is not bad too. I really think it is the same material as the Realization Par dupe, but I don't know, it kind of works for this skirt more, maybe because you can't see the wrinkles as much, but I don't know, it kind of works, and I don't think it takes away from like the look of the skirt. So as a dupe, I'd say like 8 out of 10, only because the material is different. The Princess Polly one's like a silky material, it's shiny, and then this is, I don't know what this is, but it's this. And quality wise, I think I'd say an 8 out of 10 too. Just once again, the fabric isn't great, but for the price, this is a really good dupe if you are interested, and I will definitely be keeping this one. Okay, here we got another skirt. This is the Brandy dupe. I've actually tried on the skirt that this is a dupe for, and okay, it looks like it's not gonna fit great. It's so wide. It's also like really thin material. Like the Brandy one's pretty like hardy, and this one is super thin and wrinkly. This one's not looking too good. So this one's gonna be a no for me. Kind of like the i.am.gia pants. It's just like really poorly fitted. It just like doesn't have a lot of shape, and the material is like really stiff and awkward. And at first I thought it was just like the length throwing me off, but it really just like doesn't fit well. And then it's so like, I don't know, the shape is just really unflattering. So as a dupe, I'm gonna say like 4 out of 10. It's just really not as flattering as the Brandy one, and yeah, not a great look. And then quality, I'm gonna say like 3 out of 10. Like it's really not great. I kind of had hope for this one too. Maybe like the sizing's just off, but it's really not working for me, so I'm not going to be keeping this one. Okay, and finally we got the Frankie's bikini dupe. I did size up on this one, so this is a medium and it's very tiny, although I did, oh my god, literally these bottoms. That's okay, I expected that. Material wise, like the bottoms feel pretty good. The only thing about the top is like the removable pads are so obvious looking. Maybe I could do without them, I don't know. I feel like that's a problem for cheap bathing suits. Like the pads are always so bad, but otherwise it looks pretty good. And like just looking at it, it looks just like the Frankie's bikini, which is like 10 times the price. So hopefully this isn't too tiny. Okay, so I feel like I definitely cannot show these bottoms on camera. They are very tiny. However, I actually do really like this swimsuit. The Frankie's version is definitely also just as small, so I don't want to judge on that. Like it still works. The medium was definitely a move though. Like I don't know if that would even cover my boobs if I didn't get a medium. I also thought the inserts would be a deal breaker, but they actually aren't horrible. Like I feel like you can't see them as I'm wearing it. Material is also pretty decent. I don't know what the Frankie's one feels like, so I can't really judge, but it doesn't feel as cheap as it was. So I think I'm actually kind of into it. Like it's cute. As a dupe, I'm gonna say this is like an 8 out of 10. It looks really similar to the Frankie's one. I'm sure the Frankie's one probably has like a better insert situation, but other than that, looks very similar. And then as for quality, I feel like an 8 out of 10 as well. It's not great, but it's pretty good for what it is. So I think I'll actually be keeping this one. Okay, so overall, I'd say considering I'm keeping 3 out of the 6 items I bought, Shein's a kind of decent place to get some dupes. I mean, clearly there were some mishaps and the items weren't as high quality as like the actual items they were duped from, but like for what you're paying for, I think it's pretty good. If you guys have any other suggestions for places I can get good dupes from, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to do another video on this. Hopefully the return process is not too difficult for this because I don't really want to keep all this stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. I post new videos every single Saturday. I also have an Instagram and a TikTok, both at Ella_Elbells, so go ahead and follow me both of those, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!